Hello everybody, welcome to our e-learning sessions for second prep. Our lesson for today is about the story. Now you will see together chapter 3. In slide number 2, we will have a summary for what happened to David on his trip. Let's see, the name of our chapter is Everything is Changed, is Different. In slide number 3, in this chapter, David went to Mr. Pigotty's house in Yarmouth. Mr. Pigotty is the brother of Miss Pigotty, his maid. David met some people there. They show as they are rough people, but although their shape looks rough, they are totally kind. They are very kind-hearted people. He met little Emily, Mr. Pigotty, and Ham. Ham, do you remember Ham? He is the nephew of Miss Pigotty. That means he is the son of Mr. Pigotty. We mentioned him in chapter 1, remember? Now he knew Emily's father drowned at the sea, and Mr. Pigotty looked after her now. Now who is Emily? Emily is the niece of Mr. Pigotty. And she was a very pretty girl, and from the very first sight, David loved her. After David had arrived, they had a meal of fish, potato, and melted butter for welcoming David. In slide number 4, you know what? David and Emily used to go to the beach and collect shells together every day and to return back to the Pigottys happily and pleased. One day, David went with Emily to pick up the shells as usual on the beach. David told Emily that he loved her. David spent a very nice time there, and he was very sad about leaving Yarmouth. His heart felt very empty. You know what? While he was in his visit to the Pigottys, he didn't think about his house there, about his mommy. He just was living happily with the Pigottys. But now, in slide number 5, but now when he is going home, the nearer he goes to his home, the less safe he feels. And you will see why. When David came home, he found that everything had changed. His mother got married to Mr. Murdstone. You know what happened? He didn't know that his mother married another man. Miss Pigotty told him that you have a father. So as a child, all what came to his mind that, oh my God, the ceremony, the cemetery, my old dad has came back from the dead. But actually this is not true. He knew that he has a new father. And he was very upset because as a result of the marriage of his mother, everything has changed. His mother has changed. She became less he felt that she became less loving, but actually she was not like that. She was obeying the orders of Mr. Murdstone. His room had been moved as far away from his mother as possible. And you know what? David was afraid all the time from the dogs, and the dog house in the garden was not empty anymore. It was filled with a great dark dog with black hair just like him. Who is him? Mr. Murdstone. I want to tell you something. In the last page in the chapter, you will find that Mr. Murdstone is controlling Clara, and he doesn't want her to show her feelings toward David. And you know what's happening? When she tried to hug him or to run towards him, he told her, oh my love, remember what we talked before. Don't show up your feeling. Don't show off the feeling that towards your son. And David was feeling so bad, and as soon as he could slip out of the room, he ran to his room. And then he was crying until he fell asleep. Now let's see some questions here in slide number 6. You will find us rough, sir, but you will find us kind-hearted. Comment. Now these words were said by Mr. Pigotty to David at the first time he went to Yarmouth to his house, to the Pigot's house, and he meant that although they look rough, the appearance they look rough or cruel, but actually they are very kind-hearted, and that what really David felt during his visit there. Question number 2, what do you think you have got a father? Comment. Who said these words? Exactly, Miss Pigotty said these words to David after they came back from Yarmouth. She meant that his mother got married to a new man, so he would have a new father. But actually, the first idea came to David's mind was that his old father came from the dead, from the graveyard. And he doesn't want to go to say hello to his mother or even to the new man she got married to. In slide number 7, what did David think at first when Pigotty said, "You have got a father"? This is the answer that I said before. David thought of the grave and the cemetery and the dead coming to life. He saw that his father, who was in chapter 1, who was all the time keeping in his mind that he may come to us, but only the locked door is preventing him from coming. But actually, this is not true. The last question here, what happened to David's old bedroom? Is it in the same place? David's old bedroom was changed. It was moved to another part in the house, as far away from his mother as possible. And that was the orders of Mr. Murdstone, of course. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thanks a lot. See you next time.